Hello, and welcome to County Perspective, the show that focuses on Frederick County government, local programs and events in a community that you live in. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa, and thank you for joining us. As we usually do at the top of our show, let's start things off with some recent news from Winchester Hall. During the first week of May, the Frederick County Public Library's Board of Trustees appointed James Kelly as the new Frederick County Public Library's Director. Since January 20th of this year, Kelly took the role of interim director with Frederick County Public Libraries just a few days before the director of almost 20 years, Daryl Batson, retired. With more than 18 years of experience working in public libraries, Kelly couldn't be more ready to take on the new position.
So the library is already well on its way. Our last director, Daryl Batson, who I had the privilege of working with for 12 years, he spent a lot of time working on infrastructure, making sure that we had the buildings and facilities that we needed. And so, I think the next era is going to be continuing to work with community partners and improve those relationships. Many are already strong and in place, but we're going to continue to work on those.
On to more news about Frederick County Public Libraries, County Executive Jan Gardner hosted a public information briefing on Thursday, May 10th, about the Public Libraries Summer Challenge. This challenge kicks off on May 15th and is for all ages. The Summer Challenge gives participants the chance to check out events and programs so they can read, explore their community, and win prizes. This year's theme is Radio Frederick. Frederick County Public Libraries will be hosting a summer-long concert series called Radio Frederick that will be featuring live music at libraries across the county. On July 21st, Radio Frederick will feature award-winning musician Lori Berkner. All concerts will be free for attendees except the Berkner concert, which will require tickets. Tickets for the Berkner concert will be available in June. For complete details about the Summer Challenge, visit fcpl.org/summer beginning May 15th. Frederick County Department of Solid Waste Management announced its winners of the Recycle Right Activity Book Contest at the end of April as part of their Earth Week observations. Entrants from kindergarten to 12th grade were challenged to see if they really knew about recycling. Entrants were asked to display their knowledge of recycling via creative artwork or essays. The Frederick County Department of Solid Waste Management received over 300 entries this year. Winners were judged on creativity, originality, relevance, and appropriateness for use in county programs. This year's winners of the Honor Awards were 2nd grader Brenna Davis from Centerville Elementary School, 1st grader Rowan Wood from Ballinger Creek Elementary School, 4th grader Felicia Assurin from St. John Regional Catholic School, 5th grader Marie Smith from St. John Regional Catholic School, 6th grader Amelia Malin from Middletown Middle School, 6th grader Griffin Sheridan from Middletown Middle School, 9th grader Ananth Nair from Middletown High School, and 10th grader Amelia Shaw from Urbana High School. 55 entries were also selected for placement in online voting for a Community Choice Award. The winner of that was 10th grader Toro Sharkey from Middletown High School, and the final award was given to St. John's Regional Catholic School for having the greatest number of students participating in the contest.
The Department of Solid Waste Management receives an educational grant each year to help us with outreach efforts to get the public more informed and excited about recycling. We find that contests are a great use to get students engaged in recycling and to learn more and to take that information home to their families.
For more information on how to recycle right, visit frederickcountymd.gov/recycle-right. And to view some of the winning essays and artwork, visit facebook.com/Frederick Recycles. Now let's switch gears entirely and take a sobering look at the heroin and opioid epidemic that is plaguing our nation. The County Health Department is well aware of these issues in our community and is trying to tackle the problem right where it starts. Together with the Adult Detention Center, they have developed programs for addicted inmates that not only help them during their incarceration, but upon their release as well.
Hello, I'm David Brooks, Clinical Supervisor for the Frederick County Health Department. We have connected the Preventions Division of the Health Department with the Frederick County Detention Center to provide smoking cessation classes to help inmates that want to stop smoking. We have also started a no smoking free air zone in the Frederick County Detention Center work release that provides clean air to the inmates that want to live their life without the smell of smoke. Due to the overwhelming waiting list from substance abuse needs, we have now added another counselor to our staff, giving us a total of 3 counselors that are actively working with the substance abusers. With this, we're able to meet the needs of about 45 inmates at any given time. This is helping with the numbers on our waiting list because the numbers have gotten overwhelming. We have now opened up a new program, adding from just the men and the women unit. We've now opened up work release. With this, we're probably adding another 50 to 60 inmates that will be treated for substance abuse in the Frederick County Detention Center. We have also paired CORE, Community Organization Recovery Efforts, with the Detention Center to provide peer recovery classes and courses that will provide the inmates with learning how to live a healthier life. Due to the large influx of opiate use in Frederick County, we are now offering to inmates being released an overdose prevention education and a naloxone kit for any inmate that is suffering from the opiate epidemic. Naloxone is a medication that is able to be given to someone during the midst of an overdose. When looking at the medication-assisted therapy, Vivitrol, and pairing this with naloxone, we are able to put a dent into the grassroots level of the opiate use. For more information about substance abuse, recovery, or preventions, please go to the Frederick County Health Department's website.
The opioid epidemic is a very serious problem facing our county and nation as a whole. If you or anyone you know might have a problem, call SAMHSA's national hotline at 1-800-662-HELP. If you think you are encountering an overdose, call 911 immediately. Did you know that emergency calls to Frederick County's 911 center are answered in 4.5 seconds on average? Last year, the county's Emergency Communications Center handled nearly 500,000 calls. Frederick County is currently the only county in Maryland, and one of only a few in the United States, where people can text their emergencies to 911. There are an additional call takers included in the county executive's proposed budget for fiscal year 2019. These new positions will be to handle the growing number of calls to 911. We're going to take a quick break, but stick around. We have plenty more coming up on County Perspective. Welcome back to County Perspective. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa. In a bit, we'll learn all about the Frederick County Division of Parks and Recreation's Honorable Coaches Alliance. But first, let's head on over to Animal Control as we take a look at this episode's featured pet.
They say two is better than one, and Sky and Oscar are the perfect example of that. Amber-eyed Sky is the outgoing one of the duo. She loves to play and be silly. Green-eyed Oscar is more reserved. He's much calmer and can be a bit shy. Together they're the perfect pair, and we're hoping to find these older kittens a loving home where they can stay that way. Visit Sky and Oscar at Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center, 1832 Rosemont Avenue.
Are you looking to learn or try something new? Maybe you just want to drop in on a local program. Check out some of these county-hosted events that are coming up in the next few days. find more events and programs, or for more information, log on to the county's webpage, frederickcountymd.gov. Frederick County Parks and Recreation promotes sportsmanship in a fun and safe environment through sharing ideas, leading positive examples, and communicating amongst the community at large.
So the Frederick County Honorable Coaches Alliance is an assortment of our best volunteer youth league sports coaches who are passionate about promoting and spreading positive sportsmanship across the county. And they meet on a quarterly basis to discuss ways to do that, to spread sportsmanship around all of our sports programs, as well as share ideas with each other. So any current Parks and Recreation Youth Sports League coach can be part of the HCA as long as they meet our basic criteria. Our current mix of HCA members represent each one of our sports, so we try to have a good mix of representatives. But we are open to recommendations, or if you're a coach who thinks you have what it takes, we would love to hear from you. So there are 3 basic criteria to be considered for the HCA. Number 1, you need to be a current coach with Parks and Recreation and have coached at least 2 seasons with us. Number 2, in your time with us, you need to have proven yourself to be a reliable coach. So someone who shows up to every practice, every game on time, to participate in each of our preseason coaches meetings and trainings, and just to be an honest, reliable coach overall. And number 3 is in your time with us that you've gone above and beyond, consistently displaying sportsmanship and passing that on and preaching that to your parents and players. So the objectives of the HCA, number 1 is to teach our coaches the proper techniques and skills going into practices and games. Number 2 is to really emphasize teamwork and positive sportsmanship, and really just to improve the quality of our coaching overall across all of our leagues, and to do so while ensuring a fun and safe environment for all of our players, parents, and coaches. So the HCA approach to coaching is positive communication, number 1, which means communication with the league commissioner, with your parents, with your coaches, with other fellow coaches and referees. Positive reinforcement, positive sportsmanship, communication is a key. Number 2 would be leadership, really leading by example as an honorable coach, as an example for your parents and your players, as well as the other coaches. And finally, sharing ideas. We want our coaches to talk to each other and to bounce ideas off each other and learn things from each other, whether you're a new coach or a veteran coach. There's always certain things that you can learn from your peers, so we really encourage that as well. So the HCA meetings are quarterly, so our next meeting would be in November as kind of a wrap-up for our fall leagues. Ideally we will meet just before and immediately following each of our fall and spring seasons, which are our high-impact seasons. The idea there is to discuss any hot topics leading into a season, as well as discussing kind of immediately following the season while it's still fresh in your mind, any issues or ideas that the coaches may have. So that's kind of the goal is before and after each of our main seasons. If you're interested in additional information in the HCA or becoming a part of our alliance, you can get that information on our website. We actually have an HCA webpage on the Parks and Rec website, recreator.com, or you can personally reach out to me via email or cell phone. Like I said before, we welcome recommendations or any coach who believes they have what it takes to be part of the HCA and are passionate about positive sportsmanship and bettering Parks and Recreation youth leagues. We would love to hear from you. So if you see yourself as an honorable coach and you believe you have what it takes to be part of the HCA, we would love to hear from you. Also, if you have a current coach as a parent that you'd like to recommend to us, please reach out to me via email or phone, or visit our website for more information. We would love to hear from you.
If you'd like to keep up to date on news and events with the Frederick County Division of Parks and Recreation, follow them on social media. At the end of each show, we like to mention a few things our viewers should keep an eye out for in upcoming weeks. If you're interested in weather, heavy rain and flooding, and would like to be a spotter for your local National Weather Service office, well, now is your chance. Personnel from the National Weather Service will be hosting the Skywarn Program Flood Course at the Frederick County Public Safety Training Facility. Skywarn will be held on May 21st from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Participants will be trained to recognize different types of flooding and the causes of flooding, and they will be given an in-depth look at the science of hydrology. Once the course is finished, participants will be assigned a Skywarn spotter number, which will be placed in an official database in the National Weather Service in Sterling. Participants will also be informed about how to report weather data. The Skywarn spotter class is offered free of charge. To register for the class, visit eventbrite.com. Go to the search bar and search Skywarn Flooding, Frederick County, Maryland, and then click Register. If you have any questions or concerns, contact the Frederick County Division of Emergency Management at em@frederickcountymd.gov. On June 2nd, Frederick County emergency responders will conduct a free community preparedness seminar at the Frederick County Public Safety Training Facility from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Training provided will include civilian response to active shooter events, stopping bleeding, CPR, and naloxone and Narcan training. This seminar only has a limited amount of spots available, so register as soon as possible. To register, visit eventbrite.com and in the search bar, enter Community Preparedness Seminar, Frederick County, Maryland, and then click Register. For more information, call Frederick County Emergency Management at 301-600-1746. That's it for this episode of County Perspective. Don't forget to follow Frederick County on social media in order to keep up to date on important news and events. We'll see you next time for a fresh look from a county perspective.